Today, I'm racing an AI to edit a 2-hour-long podcast, but since we can't go head-to-head at the same time, we're doing a time trial. The AI goes first, I go second, fastest one wins, but speed isn't everything. I've been a video editor for more than 10 years, and if this AI beats me, it could change the way I see video editing forever. And I don't know if I'm ready for that.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now the AI is off and running, and while it edits, let's talk about what is actually happening here. I've actually got a secret second YouTube channel where I host a podcast with my brother. The problem is that I'm also the editor, and our episodes are super long, sometimes more than 2 hours long. And the amount of footage that I have to churn through can sometimes double the episode length. So needless to say, this process takes forever. So I was stoked when AutoCut reached out and challenged me to race their AI podcast editor because they think that it's faster than me. But regardless of who wins or loses, the bigger question I have is, how big is the difference? And why does it matter?
Elapsed time, 1 minute and 28 seconds.
So here's the setup. I've imported the footage and placed it all in the timeline so that we're both working from the exact same starting point, a totally even playing field. I even used a usual trick for multicam by duplicating the wide angle shot and then punching in for a close-up on each speaker. 3 unique looking camera angles from just one camera. I use this for every single episode, so the AI actually isn't cheating, it's actually using the exact same setup I always do and doing the work I normally do, but possibly a little bit faster. What's cool is that it was super easy to set this up. So I'll show you exactly how AutoCut works, but don't worry, I'll be quick. We don't want to waste any time. I have a race to prepare for.
Elapsed time, 6 minutes and 32 seconds.
Now I'm using Premiere Pro, but AutoCut also works in DaVinci Resolve. To use AutoCut, all you have to do is open up the extension and select either your entire timeline or the portion of your timeline you want to edit using in and out points. Quickly add speakers and choose which audio and video tracks are associated with each. And you can even designate the master wide angle by including all your speakers. You can also choose different presets for how rapid or how calm you want your camera angles to switch, and even fine tune it to how many seconds you'd like your minimum and maximum shot length to be. And my favorite feature is that you can choose between deleting and disabling clips for camera switching. I always choose disabling personally because I want it to be easy to go back and make changes if I ever disagree with an AI decision.
Gaining speed, 11 minutes and 14 seconds.
Now, there's a little bit of time to kill here while it's finishing up its lap, but this is perfect because I don't need to just sit here and watch it. I can get other work done by editing a few more scripts, I can grab a coffee, or I could even take my dog for a walk while it's doing all of the work. All right, it's done, and the total time it took to complete was, whoa, that's gonna be tough to beat. Okay, I guess it's my turn. Surprisingly, the way I edit these different camera angles is actually exactly the same way I told AutoCut to. Instead of deleting a clip that's not used for a camera angle, I just disable all of them so that if I want to decide to switch back to another camera angle later, I don't have to re-import and line up all of the footage again. Now, I've spent years creating a workflow, assigning macros to my keyboard and mouse to shave off precious seconds from the total edit time. The question is, will that be enough?
5, 4, 3,
But before I show you the results, let's talk, because this isn't just about video editing. This is about what happens when you build up your entire creative identity around something that a computer might be able to do better than me. Right now, AI is a buzzword, and everybody either loves it or hates it. They either think it's going to be the best thing ever, or it's going to take all of our jobs and make everything worse. I think AI can fall into either one of those two categories based off of what it is and how people are using it. And what I love about AutoCut is that it's designed not as a replacement for editors, but as an additional tool for you to use in your tool belt. Think about tools like Rotobrush in After Effects. That's technically AI, but no one got upset about it. Why? Because the whole premise behind it was that you need a competent editor to actually use it. It's one more puzzle piece in an image that you're the one putting together. Same with tools like AutoCut. You still need to have a human to do the legwork, to get it set up, to have context for whether or not it's successfully telling your story correctly. And, well, I don't love going in and changing camera angles. What I do love is once that process is done, adding other things that help to set my podcast apart. For example, custom picture-in-picture effects over top of B-roll, audio cues and transitions to help smoothly guide the audience mentally into an example clip, or making the decision that this section actually doesn't add to the overall product and we need to get rid of it. The human element is still there, but what this does is it takes over the work that makes me feel more like an assembly line worker so that I can focus more on making the creative decisions that I enjoy way more. But with that out of the way, here's the results. So in the end, AutoCut managed to cut all of the camera angles of this 2-hour-long podcast in 20 minutes and 3 seconds. As for me, the time ran out before I managed to finish. Maybe that was obvious, but to get a visual understanding of how far I got, I only managed to get here, just about 20% of the way through the edit. That's not even close, but here's the thing. Technically, this isn't even a loss for me, because even though the AI managed to get through this part of the edit way faster than me, we were actually on the same team the entire time, because I'm actually going to be using its edit to finish up my podcast episode and release it on my second channel. Its work wasn't just for show, I'm actually going to be using it along with some of the other features that it has, like removing gaps and pauses, deleting repetitions, and so much more. I've left a link in the description down below if you wanted to check out AutoCut for yourself. In the end, the AI might have won the race, but I'm still the one telling the story. And that's something that nobody can automate away from me.